During the show. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MS7 Morning Show. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MS7 Morning Show. Good morning, Blamo.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marcos.
What's up? What's up?
Good morning, Paper.
Good morning, sis.
Uh,
Good
good
morning,
morning.
Blamo, Marcos.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Carl. Good morning, 351 Cleveland. Good morning.
Carlito.
Good morning, Clifford. Hopefully, everybody's had a great weekend. Hopefully, they've had a good morning. Hopefully, your Easter was wonderful. Hopefully, you didn't eat too much. Hopefully, you got lots of candy. And hopefully, the Easter bunny was good to you. Hopefully, you enjoyed your family for the most part. Did everyone have a pretty good Easter this weekend?
It was quiet. Mine was
Yep.
pretty quiet.
Mm,
Chill, just kind of hung around the house and relaxed, but enjoyed it. Yep.
Yep.
I, I, yeah, I had a pretty busy Easter, pretty nice Easter. Got some Easter baskets out for my nieces and nephews, my daughter. Surprisingly, she wanted to sleep in. I got her up, and from that point on, it was a typical Easter. Had a really nice Easter as well.
Good, good,
Mm.
good.
She had too much candy.
Is that a thing?
I know, isn't it? Isn't it?
I guess it depends on whose eyes you're looking from.
Exactly, exactly. I was like, no, you need a candy break. I had to ration her candy. I had to, cause she ended up with two Easter baskets, so I ended up having to put some of that candy away and
one
stuff.
one Snickers and one toothbrush and a dot of crest.
Exactly. She got some of the toys, and it was almost like Christmas again. She got so much stuff in them Easter baskets. Um, of course, it's my fault. I made her Easter basket.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
What's it? The video speaker of the show.
Good morning,
Scratch out
everybody in
for
the
her
chat.
friends.
Good
Yeah.
morning, Ruben.
Before we get to that, real quick, Clifford, I wanted to say real quick. I went to the. I was telling you guys earlier in the background. I went to the Dollar Tree that morning, and I couldn't believe they were actually putting stuff away. I said, "Who does that on Easter?" And I was like, "You guys do realize it's Easter," and they were sitting there putting things away on Easter. And I was like, isn't the reason, don't you wait to the day after to start putting things away? They used to clearance stuff years ago. People love to go
Mm-hmm.
right after the holiday so they could grab the stuff on clearance for the next year. I noticed the last few years they haven't been doing it after the holiday. They put that stuff up and box it up for the next year. And I think the reason why they did that, and I can say is my other community's fault because I belong to the couponing community, and we learned through couponing, you can stockpile that stuff and have it for the next year or have a great sale from it or whatever, for people who, coupon or dumpster dive or whatever. You could really rack up on them items. But
Hmm.
so the stores got smart and
yep.
said, hey, why don't we save this stuff and resell it next year? We're not going to let them couponers enjoy it and them dumpster divers enjoy it. So the stores got the last few years where they don't have that stuff on clearance anymore because I looked forward to after Valentine's, after Easter, after Christmas, going to get a lot of that stuff. You might find a few items like cards, maybe, or if it had that date on there, like 2020 or 2021, they'll clearance them items out. But if it doesn't have that year on it, it pretty much doesn't get clearanced. Have you noticed that?
I've noticed that a lot of I haven't really noticed so much as like the years and things like that, but I have noticed that just the clearance side of things like that for holidays and whatnot has like really went away. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay.
¿Qué pasó,
Yeah,
Willie?
I agree, Carl.
Years
Yeah.
of old Peeps. Oh yeah. I don't know why I'm not crazy about that Peeps candy. I've never been that crazy about the Peeps candy.
Me either.
Me neither. I guess because it's too sugary.
It's a lot cheaper to go buy a bag of marshmallows in an aisle next down, the next aisle down.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that Peeps candy. I know a lot of people love that Peeps candy. I'm just
Our oldest son really liked Peeps, but I never was a fan of them. I did not like it.
it's like it's a holidays tradition. Another thing I'm not crazy about, but my daughter's the only one that has to have it. Whenever we cook that Sunday tradition food, she has
Yeah.
to have the cranberry sauce. I'm not crazy about that cranberry sauce, and my son isn't either. Yeah, just most of the people, but my daughter, she was like, "I gotta have that cranberry sauce, Mama. You gotta get me that cranberry sauce."
Well, is it the she get the can, Sharon?
Yeah, yes, because I'm not gonna make it, so I don't like cranberry sauce. So that's the only
Well,
thing she gets is the can. Unless like when we were down south, she will have it homemade.
because
But if she relies on me, it's gonna be the can.
my sister-in-law does the homemade cranberry sauce.
Yeah, down south she's had the homemade,
Yeah.
but up here she's gonna get the can because I don't. I'm not. Mm-mm. Yeah. Okay, and this is I was setting up my Vizio speaker to listen to the show. It crapped out. Who recommends a new speaker? Um. Oh, I know Piano just got a new speaker. I don't have a sound system speaker or anything like that. Do you know anything about any good speakers, Paper?
um, I know LG makes a decent one.
Good morning,
I,
Michelle.
I've never had any intention on wasting the money or spending the money on Bose. Um, it depends on your budget, really. I know as far as like Vizio wise in that budget area, I think I would probably go with an LG. Um, or
I would.
I've always liked the LG. I had LG and I never had any issues with my LG, um, other than timing. But that wasn't the speaker itself. It was more of the cable that I was using. So
Paper, I would think that Bose would be good too.
Bose is
Yeah,
good, but
Bose
I
is
think
very good.
I think
It's
it's
expensive though.
yeah. If I'm
Yeah,
gonna pay that kind of price, I'm not gonna go with Bose. If I'm gonna pay that kind of price, I'm gonna
I
put
think
a
I
little
think
bit
that's what my
more.
brother got my dad for I think Father's Day last year or his birthday. I can't remember because
Okay.
they have it on their side of the house, and like we have a like a little bar island in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they got it on top of there.
Yeah, I mean they're not
Vis-
bad. I just
Oh, it only lasted a year. He said his Vizio only lasted a year.
I mean
I mean, you can go around it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say if I'm gonna get up into the Bose price range, I, I think you can get just as good of sound out of Klipsch. Um, for actually, a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I mean, like I said, I myself, if I'm going to spend the money that I'm looking at for if it's cost $1,000 for the Bose system that I'm wanting, I'm going to take that $1,000 and I'm either going to put a little bit more with it and get something, up from the Bose, or probably I would drop down and get something along the Klipsch lines, or Harman Kardon, or someone in that area is what I'm thinking. I just think you can do better than what Bose. If you're going to spend that kind of money and you're okay to spend that kind of money, you can get better and more, and same sound quality, pretty much. For what you're going to use it for. You're going to use it in your house. It's not going to be, now if you've got a sound studio and things like that, then that's totally different. But
I recommend.
Bose is the cost of a firstborn.
Yeah,
I
right.
know. Yeah, and on top of that, it's like you said, so many speakers. It's
Yeah,
much cheaper. That may
I've
last.
had my Samsung Surround for 10 years now, and I haven't had one issue with it.
Yeah. You want to talk about price? Look up, what is that? Sennheiser?
Fairly cheap too. So
yeah.
What was the name of it, Blamo?
my Samsung surround system. It was
Samsung. Yeah, it's another good brand.
It was actually fair. It was actually a fairly cheap system, and I've had it for well over 10 years now.
Yeah, Samsung makes good. I wasn't even thinking about them. Yeah, Samsung, along with
or Sony.
Yeah, yep. Along with the LG, LG. If you have a TV that's a LG, get an LG sound bar, and it'll all work and sync up together a lot easier than what a lot of the other ones will. But yeah, and like I was saying, on price range, if you want to look up something price range, look up the Sennheiser speakers.
Yeah, I agree, Clifford. Most of my stuff's LG or Samsung, and I've never had issues with any of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Shelly, I seen that.
They're gonna stop making phones. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And back. Good morning, Shelly Shell. Good morning, Lucas Blackbird. Good morning, Ruben. Anybody else I missed? Yeah, good morning. Wow. So yeah, I've debated back and forth whether I would get a sound bar, but I've just never. But I watch TV above a whisper, so I don't think I kind of want one for like my living room, like if I had company and we were watching a movie together. But as far as just me watching TV, I watch TV above a whisper. Like I barely.
Oh no, I want to feel.
I always watch TV that way. I've just always been that way.
I want to feel the explosion in my nose hairs. I mean, I don't. I think I've had a few sound bars, and I don't know that if I was going to get a surround sound system or a sound system for the TV, that I would go back to a sound bar. I think I would go wireless, at least a 5.1 system, possibly a 7.1 if I had the room in the living room for a 7.1.
That along with the lights, like especially the lights similar to what the butcher got.
Right.
Yeah, that would be nice. With the lights like the butcher got and the sound system. No, that would be really nice.
Yeah, Clifford, I want my neighbors to come over and knock on the door, make sure that the dynamite didn't go off. Morning, Kiko.
Morning, Kiko. How are you this morning?
And good morning, Blackbird. Sorry, I'm being rude this morning. Not paying too much attention. I'm still in Saturday mode.
Mm. Did anybody get any of them good sales they had going last week? They had everything on sale at Amazon last week. They had the speakers on sale. They had the Fire Sticks on sale. They had some everything on sale last week at Amazon.
You know why, don't you?
Because they knew a remote came out,
They knew
baby.
that everybody got that $1,400.
All right. Ching, ching. A lot of people got theirs Saturday. I know a couple of people. I know 3 people that actually got, and this is so crazy. And what did you do with that? I know 3 people that actually got. Not only did they get their stimulus, you know how you get your stimulus direct deposit, but they also Saturday end up getting another check in the mail. So what did you do with that?
How do they
If you end up getting another check in the mail after you got your direct deposit, do you call the IRS and say, you know what?
Well,
I already got my you've already gave me my stimulus on when the stimulus first came, or
you know they're
do
going to
you go
want that
ahead and
back.
say it's their mistake?
You know
I
they're
would
going to
feel
want that
guilt, so
back.
I think I would call them. I don't know.
You
Call me
know they're going to
crazy.
want. You know they're going to want it back at some point.
Exactly. That's why I said I would feel guilt. I think I would call them because
I don't know if I would feel
I don't want
guilty.
them. I mean, I wouldn't feel guilty. I wouldn't say I feel guilty, but I would be afraid that Uncle Sam would come after me when I need my money the most, and then they would start garnishing my money. So, call me crazy or whatever, but I would be like, hey, you guys sent me already my money to begin with, or should you keep it to yourself? I was wondering to ask that question because I know 3 people who actually got their money. Like I said, when the stimulus first came, this time around. No, the first person was when the first check came, and the last 2 was on this last time. So the first person I know was when the first checks came out, and then the last 2 people was this time around. They got their stimulus like when they came direct deposit, and then the last 2 people was they actually got the paper check in the mail this past Saturday. So what do you do with that?
Yeah, I just myself I wouldn't want. I would.
They call you.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind.
I
wouldn't mind to keep it. I just wouldn't want the surprise in 2026 of a hit in my bank account for $1,400 that said, "Oh, by the way, we overpaid you 9 years ago." Yeah, I know that I've been through that before with the IRS, and I've been through it with the VA, and and it's not been right away. It's been a year or 2 years or longer down the road, and they'd be like, "Oh, by the way, we overpaid you in 3 years ago, and we need our money back."
Yeah, that happened. There's something similar to that happened to me years ago, and they gave me an option to pay them all the money back or pay them in increments.
Yeah,
I remember that happened to me one time with my taxes. What happened was my taxes got lost in the mail, got mailed to the wrong person. And when I contacted them about my mail getting lost, well, I didn't know it got mailed to the wrong person. It got mailed to my neighbor. And when I contacted them and told them I didn't get my taxes, they resent it to me. And by the time I got my check, my neighbor said, "Oh, I got you. Is this yours?" So I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to keep it." So when I had to pay them back, they did give me an option to pay them back monthly, or to just go ahead and take it all at one time. But I still had to pay them back, and I did pay them back, believe me. And so when I paid them back monthly, they garnished me monthly. So for that amount, and believe me, I didn't want to go through that again. So that's why I asked that question. Would you contact them to pay them back, or would you just be like, "Hey, that's their problem"? What would you do in that case, Blamo?
In what
If
case?
the government, okay, in Canada, say for example, you got the money like we're getting, your stimulus, right? And in the beginning of your stimulus, they sent to your bank direct deposit. And then, some people they didn't get their money direct deposit, so they got a paper check. So then about 3 weeks later, 2 or 3 weeks later, they started around and sent you a paper check for the same amount of money. Like this time, everybody got $1,400. So In the beginning, you got $1,400 direct deposited to your account. And then 2 weeks later, you got the paper check. Would you keep it? Or would you call your, well, here it's called the IRS. Would you call your government and be like, excuse me, I accidentally got this money. You know, I mean, you've already sent this money to me once. Do I, you know, should I mail it back or?
Well, that's a
What would you do?
difficult one. That's a difficult one because they wouldn't care and they'd make me pay it back anyways. So you know, so it's catch-22. You know, it's just
That's 22, yeah. So you go, may as well go ahead and send it back, huh?
right. Or keep it because it ain't gonna matter either way. They're
Either
gonna
way,
make
you
you
got to pay
back.
it. Right. Pay it back now or pay it back later, huh?
Yeah,
Take it back.
exactly.
I would take it back. They would not. They would take it back because they would tell you
Yeah.
either they would give you an option, don't cash it or mail it back to them.
They'd be like, "Oh, you want to send their money back?" Yes, definitely. We'd love our money back.
Hey, Pin, what's going on?
Hey, how are
Good
you
morning,
doing this
Asha.
morning? Good morning, Asha. How are you this morning? So yeah, I just wondered about that. Would you keep that second check or would you mail it?
Yeah, it's kind of
Question of the day.
I would keep it until and call them both.
Would you keep it? Okay, you would keep it and
say.
call them both. Okay, so if
Yeah.
so if
Yeah,
you
just
called
to
the
see
IRS and they said, okay, you can keep it, but then you may have to
Then-
pay us
then-
back later. We're not sure.
Then my phone
Would you
would be
cash
ready.
it?
My phone would be ready to take a picture and deposit. I mean,
Would you say that check to the side in case they say good morning? Make you sorry.
I mean, if they told me I could keep it, but I might have to pay it back, yeah, I'm definitely depositing it.
I ain't taking a picture and letting them take in that 5 days wait for it to be deposited though via that picture.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
I'm walking down to the bank deposit and withdrawing all of it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I would be like, can you hold on 1 minute? Let me record this phone call. And can you tell me that, or can you repeat that? Good morning, Matrix. What's up, brother?
Matrix, man.
Yeah, so that was just something I was wondering about because, like I said, I know 3 people, at least that's received their Now I've definitely know 3 people that's definitely got their stimulus direct deposit and then turned around and got it in the mail. So yeah, okay. Now, yeah. Other news.
Hopefully, you'll know a fourth.
I know a fourth. Well, this is not me. Well, I know it's not me because I didn't get mine direct deposit. I only got mine in the mail. So that's not me because, like I said, I personally would call the IRS and let them know because y'all ain't gonna give me paying you back. I would call the IRS and be like, listen, I've already got this check. If y'all need me to send this money back, I'm sending it back immediately because y'all ain't gonna get me caught up in this. I'm not paying you back monthly. I ain't paying you back weekly. Here's your money. I'm not gonna be caught up in no mess. So you're not gonna catch me at a certain time. And I'm like, gosh, or you taking a big chunk, like you said, out of my account when I needed it for something else. Okay. Okay. It says Movies Anywhere and Kevin Smith teams up for a digital movie deal. They announced that the director Kevin Smith has created a list of movies called Inspirations of Your Time. And let me see. Some of the titles is called Perfect Pitch, Tower Heist, Pride and Prejudice, Leap Year, Happy Gilmore, and then on Disney they have Rio 2, Alvin the Chipmunks, Chipwreck, Oklahoma, Taken 2, Alien Covenant, Planet of the Apes, War of Planet of the Apes, Maze Runner, Scotch Trail, Maze Runner. Warner Bros. Has We're the Millers, San Andreas, Stork's Wedding Singer, The Fugitive. Sony Pictures has The Fifth Element, Final Fantasy, Spirits Within, um, Battle of Los Angeles, The Runway. And those are some of the movies. Also, everything that's coming to Hulu, Netflix, and Prime Video. Here are some of the things that's coming. Family Reunion, Part 3.
What?
Yeah, whatever that is. I've never watched it before, so I couldn't tell you. Coded Bias. Do you know anything about Family Reunion?
Isn't that
It's the new one with Tia Murray.
Oh yeah. I think I seen it come. I think you sent me something on that. So I think I did see something on that. Wedding Coach season 1.
Hmm?
This is Robbery, the biggest art heist, limited series on Netflix original. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure season 3. Ways of a House Husband season 1. Night in Paradise, Netflix original, and Thunder Force, a Netflix original. Hulu, they got a show coming out called Girls. Also, The Last Crusade, The Rise of New World Seasons. That's a dub. So, also they have Rebel series premiere on ABC Standard. Stars Fell on Alabama, and The Day I Became a God, season 1. And let me see. Okay, on Prime Video, they have Girl from Malco, High Rise, Pulse, 2005, Answer Man, The Priest, Thunder Hunter, and those are some of the shows.
The new Jamie Foxx that Netflix is putting out.
Oh yeah, I seen that about the fathers,
Yeah.
something about dad.
It's called
I saw the interview too with the girl who plays his daughter.
Dad Stop Embarrassing Me. Something
Yeah,
like
Dad
that.
Stop Embarrassing Me. Yeah, I saw that. I
That
saw the
comes out
interview with the girl who plays his daughter the other day.
Yeah, that comes out next week, following week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, can you believe that they said that Godzilla versus King Kong made $285 million at the box office, setting a pandemic record. People must have been mighty bored. But yeah, it set a pandemic record.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they could have released,
And I would
anything.
save my thoughts on Godzilla versus
I mean,
King Kong because I watched it last night, but I'm gonna save my thoughts on that movie.
yeah, I honestly think they could have released anything in the theater, and it would have done well simply because
it's being released.
It's being released in the theaters, and people are ready to move and get out and start doing things.
But
versus
also, paper that was a double release because it was theater and HBO Max.
right.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, they knew that was the only way that they were, they didn't have much of a choice. Everything's going to have to be released that way right now because otherwise they're not going to make any money if they don't.
Nope.
But yeah, I think you could release Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from 1945 and make $1 million. I mean, people are just ready to get out and do something. And I think that no matter what you would release in the movie theaters,
you could have re-released Wonder Woman and it would have broke box office records.
Right. I mean, what box office record are they breaking during a pandemic? I mean, what else has been released?
Right. Because I watched it last night and it was okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there either. I just
Okay, which one you thought was better? Wonder Woman or Godzilla versus
Haven't seen either of them.
you haven't
oh,
seen either one of them?
Godzilla versus Kong
King
was better
Kong.
than Wonder Woman.
Why would I watch new
Yes.
stuff?
Wonder Woman. Are you talking? You're talking the new Wonder Woman, right?
Yes, the new Wonder Woman, of
Yeah,
course.
that movie was one of the worst. I don't know. It was painful to sit through that movie.
So, favorite. Let me ask you this. So between Wonder Woman and Snyder Cut, which one was better?
Oh, you talk about the new Justice League?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely the new Justice League.
Justice League was way better.
And as long as you had a nice cushion.
Yeah, Justice League was much better than Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, it seemed like they just threw that movie together.
Oh, it was horrible. Like I said, it was painful to sit through that movie.
I haven't seen it. So.
Yeah, I watched it when
You're not missing anything, Blammo. You're really not. It's not
I
even
don't
worth it.
watch much new crap. It's usually older.
It's not even worth the time of moving the cursor where it needs to be to click.
Blammo, you could just wait till it come out on DVD.
Nah, you're good.
It's all free to me anyways. So
Yes. Did you know HBO is celebrating their Game of Thrones 10th anniversary? 10th anniversary all month long. You can enjoy Game of Thrones because they're celebrating their 10th anniversary.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So all month. Go ahead.
I haven't. I've never watched that.
you know what's Khaleesi paper?
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah. So HBO Max is dedicating the whole month to Game of Thrones. For those of you Game of Thrones fans, you can catch up on all your Game of Thrones episodes.
Now, Plastic Fork, she loves it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all she. I mean, she was all into that show.
Mm-hmm.
I think by the time I was talking about watching it, she was already on like season 6, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not catching up.
Well, if you want to catch up on it, now's the time to get HBO Max.
I don't know if I really don't know if I could get into it or not. I think I probably could because it looks like it would be my type of one of my types of interest, but I don't know. I've got to. I don't know. For me to get interested into more than 2 or 3 shows at a time is pushing it.
Tegna launches the Twist channel for women. Let me read what this is about. Tegna officially launches a Twist network generated for women with the focus of lifestyle reality content. The channel is now available in 41 markets. You just enter a zip code and watch the Twist that's now available on the channels that you want to watch. So I guess it's going to be like not really like a Lifetime, but more of a reality channel for women. So yeah, check that out.
Is the chat broken?
Maybe so.
Or
I
is
don't know. But just pause there. I don't know.
It hasn't moved. I'm just checking, or maybe everyone was just listening.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Yes. So yeah, this Twitch channel is a new channel that's out for women. So
It's called
maybe I'll check it out. It's called Twist. TWIST. I posted it in TWIST. Yes, I posted it in MS7.
Okay. Nope, chat's working.
Yeah, it's still morning time. They're all still waking up.
Yep.
I'm here just just waking up. Okay. Also, you can watch the new trailer for Loki. It premieres June 11th on Disney Plus. Let me see what Loki released its first trailer. It looks intense. With the latest series of MCI franchise is coming to 2021. It's a glimpse that comes to the original series. Um, it's a it features God of mischief and steps into the brother's shadow. It's a new series that's taking oh, it's okay. It's taking place after the events of the Avengers Endgame. So, mhm. So the show is called Loki, and it has to do with takes place after Avengers Endgame. So if you guys are into Marvel, here's a new show that's coming to Disney Plus.
Owen
Yeah,
Wilson.
Morning, Mike Daddy.
I might have to check that out.
Hmm.
Paper Owen
There's
wasn't in
another
it.
show, the Winter Soldier and Falcon or whatever,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
and it's the same thing. It comes after that Avengers or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, technically, starting from WandaVision,
Hmm.
this is technically phase 4 of their stages.
Hmm.
Yep.
Morning, Mac Daddy.
Yes. Good morning, Mike Daddy. How are you this morning?
Um,
Good morning, D Johnson.
One D Johnson.
Morning, D Johnson. So, do you think, or has anyone heard? I'm saying think because I haven't really heard, but I haven't had really a whole lot of time to do any research. Um, is there going to be a? Have they confirmed if there's going to be a Deathstroke series or movie or?
I think I've seen something about something.
I could look it up. Let me see.
Um,
Okay.
because
Either TV show or a movie, maybe both.
I mean, I don't want to do any spoilers for some people that haven't seen things, but um,
I've
I'm
seen
just kind of
something for
curious.
a
Yeah.
while.
Well, when it comes to Deathstroke, there is a movie out already. It's a cartoon.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean,
This
this
was
is
live action.
what I was
I've
hearing was
seen.
live action. Yeah,
Yeah. I seen something like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
I can't remember if it was a movie or if it was TV series though.
I can't remember either, but I remember seeing something originally, but then I don't know that I had seen anything after that. I think
Mhm.
that'd be cool. I think a lot of I think that would be a well watched
Is this part of
either
Marvel?
or series or movie.
Yeah.
Deathstroke was pretty popular.
Is this part of the Marvel series?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
DC, yeah. Well, yeah,
DC.
DC
Yeah.
Comics.
from the
Okay.
Justice League side, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of good movies, the day before yesterday, I know everybody's probably seen new, one of my favorite people, new Space Jam trailer with LeBron James in this one. The new Space Jam trailers finally came out, and it'll be out on July, I think July the 15th. It said. Marcos, I'm pretty sure you know what date, right? But yeah, they finally showed the new Space Jam
Yeah,
trailers. Finally
they
came out.
ruined it.
They did whatever. Definitely, I bet you. I know that's gonna break all types of records. It should have came out
Uh-huh.
now. So it could have
Uh-huh.
really broke all types of records. Just on my way to an appointment. You have a blessed day too, Mac Daddy.
Be safe, Mac Daddy.
Right back.
Yes.
I had one this morning already. I got another one this afternoon.
Also, they say Tableau's lifetime subscription price will increase today. Um, on April the 6th. It's up now. Um, Wait a minute, let me see. It says Tableau's lifetime subscription price increased on April the 6th. Sign up now to lock in the lower prices. So if you want
Ta-
to Yeah,
Oh,
Tableau.
hmm.
Tableau's lifetime subscription
Never heard of it.
price increase on. Yeah. Tableau's increasing its lifetime subscription price will increase from 179 up to 179. It was 149. So today is the last day you can get it for 149. You don't get it today for 149, the price will be going up to 179.
What is Tableau?
It's like a
It's a, go ahead.
it's like a DVR.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to lock in that 149 price, you need to get it today.
I've
Or
seen
the
a
price will be
couple.
increasing to 179. Also, they updated. Also, the pricing will apply to the lifetime subscription. The monthly subscription price will stay the same, though. You can get it monthly too, for $4.99 a month. The yearly price is also is $49.99. So they got a lifetime surprise price, a monthly price, and a yearly price. So if you want to get the lifetime price, go ahead and pay the 149, and then you don't have to pay it anymore. Or else it's going to increase to 179, or you can pay $4.99 a month or $49.99 a year.
Hmm.
hmm
I don't know that I would
I guess
use.
there's a DVR service.
Yeah, I don't know that I would. I don't know that I would use anything like that
Yeah, so
myself.
paper. If you go on YouTube and look at Tableau, it's pretty much like a external hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
That's a DVR.
Okay. Okay,
Also, like
Matrix.
you,
I've been hearing that Matrix. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you,
go ahead.
Sharon.
Go ahead.
That new movie, Raya. I'm not sure if
Last
that's how
check.
you pronounce it. Raya and the
Yeah,
Last Dragon.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
definitely. I'm gonna have to check that out for my daughter.
yeah,
We're gonna check that out this
I'm
weekend.
hearing everywhere from everybody that it's a great movie.
hmm
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got around to watching it.
Uh,
Oh yeah, and this is make sure you if you need an icon, there's no excuse not to have one. Go over there to Matrix group over there to Iconics and ask for an icon. Remember, they are not mind readers. So if you go over there and you need an icon,
All
just
but
go over
Matrix. I mean, he reads minds.
there. Go over there and try to tell them what you're into, what you like, and everything, and they will hook you up. For those of you who may like to have a icon, just go over there and if you're into skateboarding or whatever you like, go over there and that's the place to go. There are a great set of people. Somebody's always usually over there in Iconics and before you inbox anybody, ask in the group, is it okay if you inbox this person or that person? Don't just go over there and inbox anybody. Go over there and introduce yourself, and say, hey, I would like to have an icon and tell them what you want because, they're very talented and they do put a lot of work, their time into making these beautiful icons. I have one from Iconics. Um, I don't if yours is from Iconics 2 paper, right? Or did
Yes.
you make yours? Okay.
No.
Yeah, like I said, they're not mind readers, and
Matrix
nothing's
made
worse
mine.
than nothing's worse than Ellie made mine. Nothing's worse than and Matrix made Blamos. Nothing's worse than somebody making an icon for you, and then you're like, man, I really didn't like that. Well, you didn't tell them what you wanted, so definitely let them know what you want because, like I said, they're not mind readers. So let them know a little bit of what you like. So then, when they do make your icon for you, then it's something that you like. Yeah. This is our mental health group, our Pieces of Eight mental health group. And make sure you have a picture icon when you go over there. Read the pin post. It's very important to read the pin post. And come to think of it, I'm not sure, Matrix, do you have a pin post in your group? I never even paid attention. It's been so long if I read the pin post. If there is a pin post in Matrix group, make sure you read it also over there in Iconics and stuff. And follow the
There is.
rules as
Yeah.
such.
There is a
Yeah.
pin post. Yes.
Okay, make sure you definitely read the pin post and follow the rules and such. Of course, once you go over there and have a good time and follow the rules and of course, treat everybody accordingly. Over here, definitely it's important to read the pin post because we're not professionals. We're just a support group and we're there to help you. You're welcome to post anything about mental health, that's helping with mental health. If you need you need somebody to talk to, you can reach out to Paper, myself, Benamo. Um, if you just need to talk or anything, definitely, our mental health pieces of a group have nothing to do with streaming. So don't post anything about streaming because you're not going to get any answers. We're going to refer you to any of the other 100 groups in our
Right.
Telegram, But you're definitely welcome to come over. We would love to have you in our Pieces of Eight mental health group.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is Penn Support Group. You're definitely welcome to come over there. Definitely read the pin post. Definitely make sure you have a picture icon. Over in Penn Support Group, anything that he posts, if you have any questions about Flex or anything that he's doing, you're over there. You're welcome to ask and he'll get back to you. Or if any of us, nobody any answers, we'll answer or anything. Once you go over there and enjoy yourself, definitely read the pin post. Once you go over there and enjoy yourself, and yeah. And also, he may post videos, on YouTube or in Coco Scope. If you have any questions or anything, that's what the support group is there for. And this over here brings you to Place, and he will tell you about his Telegram group.
Yep. Again, just read the pin post. Make sure you have a picture icon. Be respectful. There's only a couple of rules, and just you never know what's gonna go on in there. There's a lot of people in there that can help with tech stuff, and just have fun, relax, and hang out. I'm gonna put Pin's Coco Scope in here too because I do have the link for it, so I'll toss it in there. I know you mentioned it, and I forgot to throw it in.
Yes. Oh, okay. Good question.
So have
okay.
the Butcher's Coco Scope.
Oh, okay. It says, quick question. I am in the UK. If I wanted to get Netflix in the US and use my VPN, do I still need a subscription? Thanks for the shopper. Oh. I would use my VPN to be on the safe side, me personally.
If you use, so if you still have to have a subscription, but you can change your location with the same subscription. If you already have a subscription, you can change your location with your you can do that with your VPN with that same subscription.
Yeah, but if you use the US, you probably wouldn't need to, because the US you don't really need it.
Right.
VPN, but
yeah.
Not for Netflix anyway. If you do the US, I don't know about Canada. The US, you shouldn't have to use a VPN. But to be on the safe side, maybe you should use a VPN. And just use your VPN and change it to US. Yes, I would use it, definitely. Use your VPN and change it to a US location.
Yeah. Do you have a subscription right now, Matrix? I know you're over in the UK, but I do you, if you have a subscription right now, yeah, you can just switch over with your VPN and use the same one if that's what you're asking. And yeah, I was going back over and just making sure that I just looked at your pin post, make sure nothing had changed in it. And yeah, like he was saying there, that it's just they don't do IPTV icons.
Yes.
So don't even ask.
Right. And that's very important because, I know I haven't read it originally and stuff, and I don't have any reason to ask about that anyway.
Right.
and stuff. And this is Penn's Coco Scope. So, and of course, Coco Scope is for if a lot of times a lot of creators will start their videos in YouTube and then they'll finish the stuff that they can't show on YouTube over in Coco Scope. So this is Penn's Coco Scope, and he has quite a few videos over there, as well as the Butcher. He has videos over there too. And Screamer Wizard has some Coco Scope now too.
I don't have his
I don't.
Coco Scope to
I do
share
actually.
either.
So I'll. Let me
Okay.
see. I will see.
The only ones I have is Pins, the Butchers, and mine, which mine doesn't really have hardly anything on there yet. So
I don't have anything on mine.
I think I've got 3 or 4 maybe videos on mine, but same thing. They were on my YouTube channel. I just moved them. So
Okay, let me see.
I mean, I'll put mine in here if you guys want to go over and subscribe. I mean, that's cool. I appreciate it, but
no, that's not his one.
You definitely don't have to, because there really ain't nothing on there
So it's just there, huh?
that you haven't seen already.
You see, I don't know. No, this is not his Coco Scope. I asked him to send me his Coco Scope. I don't have his Coco
Let me
Scope
see
either.
if I can find it here real quick for you.
Okay. Could you take over for 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So also, while she's gone, could go ahead and do the Tyrone Mobile Tuesday. Get that over with real quick. Let me get my app open here. So also, they did switch it over for thank you, Simi, and good morning, brother. They did switch it over for it is official Metro, and Tyrone Mobile can use the Tuesdays app now. It should be, if you have Metro, it should be available on your phone, your app store, and you should be able to log in and do it all without any issues. They did make an announcement, I think, a couple days ago, maybe. But this week you have the $2 Dunkin' card. You get the Wondery Plus app. You get a free 30-day subscription, a free one-night disc rental from Redbox, 40% off at Reebok.com, and you get free shipping. You get every weekend. You can get Pandora with ad-free listening on for every weekend. And then the weekly, every week they have these specials. You can get up to 40% off on Booking.com, up to 40% off on RentalCars.com. The buy one get one Sunday hour of play at Top Golf, and you get 10 cents off a gallon on at Shell gas stations with fuel rewards. And they also on the OnePlus 9 5G that just came out. If you trade in a device, qualifying device, they're giving you 50% off of the OnePlus 9 5G right now. So that's their T-Mobile Tuesday for this week.
All right. Sounds great.
Matrix says he does have a subscription. Okay, so yeah, just do that, bro. Just use your VPN to relocate, and you should be good.
Yeah, that sounds great. Also, thank you, Simi Tech. Do you have a Coco Scope too, Simi, or you just do everything just mainly on YouTube? It's also welcome, Simi. He has a channel too, a great channel. Matter of fact, I kind of peeped at your gaming last night. You did he does a lot of gaming when he doesn't do his regular YouTube stuff, Simi. I know some great deals too, but also this is the first week that Metro PCS also has T-Mobile Tuesdays as well, or Tyrone Mobile Tuesdays, as we call it over here. So if you do have Metro PCS, you can also take advantage of T-Mobile Tuesdays as well. And this is Simi's Coco Scope as well. So if you want to check out some of his videos on Coco
All
Scope
right, cool.
for Simi as well, definitely check that out. Also tomorrow I will be on the Butcher's channel because we will be having our player pass. So definitely check that out. And tomorrow our movies will be Godzilla versus King Kong.
Oh no.
Yes, we will be doing that and Memento. We will be doing those movies.
There's the Butcher's YouTube channel to go subscribe, so you can watch the show on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Oh yeah. Let me see.
We're missing him this morning.
Oh, he usually come on Fridays. He works on Tuesdays usually, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm out. Yeah, on Tuesdays he's usually at work. That's why we usually don't hardly see him on Tuesdays. I think he's at work. But yes, I don't know why y'all there. Usually he's off on Wednesdays. He's off on Fridays. That's why we usually see him on them days.
Gotcha.
But yeah, here's the Butcher's channel. So you can check him out. And here is Simi Tutek's YouTube channel. But yes, we will be doing Godzilla and versus King Kong. That's why I'm just trying to hold back how I feel on that movie. But you can check it out for yourself. And as you see, it broke records. So obviously it was a good movie to a lot of people. A lot of people did give it a play, whether it was through HBO or through the movies. And I think a lot of people, like you said, just needed to get out the house.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people felt like they needed to get out the house, you know. So
I mean, I don't think it.
like, hey, let's go check this movie out.
And it wasn't it wasn't horrible. Myself, I'm not so my problem with the movie was, and I get, I get
Sci-fi.
I get retaliation back. I get retaliation back for this opinion, but Godzilla has never been an interest of mine. It just is way too, for me, way too off scale, fake wise. King Kong, I get it. Yeah, it could be way off scale, fake wise to people too. But to me, I think throughout the years they've really advanced in the way that they've brought King Kong to life, realistic wise. So to me, it's more believable as far as a story goes, or that type of thing goes. Godzilla just has never done it for me. Even when they did it, like 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I think they did the Godzilla movie. It was horrible to me. I was just like, this is just not. It was almost like sitting watching anime or something. I just couldn't stay focused on it. So yeah, that was my issue with it. I think if it had been a new King Kong movie, I think it, in my opinion, I bet you it would have quadrupled what they made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My opinion. My opinion.
Yes. YouTube Kids is coming to more countries, they says. So YouTube Kids is going to be out there for more countries. And also, I was saying on the last show that the Google, like the Chromecast has gotten where they did like the Fire TV or the Fire devices where they have more profiles now. I set it up on my Chromecast where you can get more profiles. And one thing I realized when I did set it up on a Chromecast that you couldn't get past setting up the second profile without setting up the YouTube Kids. If you did opt to do YouTube Kids, so yes.
Yeah. Take care, Matrix. Be safe, brother, and have a good day.
Also, speaking of devices, if you go to my Telegram or to a Papers Telegram, definitely if you if you're interested in a Formula Z8, a Formula Z8 Pro, a Formula CC, or a Formula GTV, make sure that you say that Shrink and Sharon, sent you, and reach out to Storm. Um, Definitely, you can go to they have that My TV app in it, and you can set up your premium service or your VOD. Is a great device. You can put your apps in there, especially like with the Formula CC. We were speaking earlier on that device that we were talking about. That's instead of paying the 179 yearly, you could get that device, and definitely like with the Formula CC has that in there. You don't have to you can set your antenna up to it and get all your channels and watch all your streaming services on there. It has the hidden app store in it. It has you can game on it. Has the additional storage. I love the Formula devices. The formulas are a great device. Whether it is the you can't go wrong with them. Like I said, you have a formula as well as I do, paper.
Yep.
And
And Carl,
you know,
he's in the
Carl
chat
has
too.
one. Yeah, Carl. Good morning, Carl. Carl as well. Definitely. I know why I'm yawning this morning. Maybe because of all that the Easter and everything. But yeah, with the formula devices, whether you have the GTV, which is similar to the let me see, um, it's similar to the Shield and stuff. It has that dedicated. It has the Play Store in it and everything. It has the Shield layout in it. And I did show it on the show the Friday before last. We did have a giveaway. Shelly Shield, she's received her device as well. And I hope you do enjoy your device because it does run. The setup is easy.
Did she get it
Um,
in the mail already?
yeah, she did receive it.
Okay, awesome.
She
I
did
know.
receive
I
her
know. I
device.
seen her in the chat earlier. Has she? Shay, are you still in here? Are you enjoying it, or I'm just curious how if she's gotten it set up yet, if she likes it.
I do not know if she set it up yet, but she did receive her device, and she did tell me thank you.
Carl says, "Yep, he has one on every TV."
Yes, I have one. I have mine in my bedroom.
I had
Also, like I
one,
said,
but it got stolen. So, Plastic Fork stole it.
oh, I thought you meant it got stolen out your house already. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, it's on her TV, and yeah, she loves it too.
And my daughter, I still need to finish her gaming, setting up her gaming for her formula. So to be in two of our rooms, formula, she'll have the Z8 Pro, and then we'll have the 60, and then we'll set one up in. So we'll pretty soon have one in three of our rooms. So we have three of them set up in a minute. If I don't decide to. But yeah, the formulas are really nice. They're very nice devices. And like I said, they have the second store. They have the My TV, which is similar to the TV
Mate.
TV Mate. Yeah, similar to the TV Mate. So you can come to my Telegram group, like I said, as well as Paper's Telegram group, and Storm will set you up with everything. Ask for Storm in either one of the groups. Say the Shrink of Sharon sent you, and yeah, they have the now the with the I'm trying to think with the GTV, you do get the Bluetooth remote. With
Which
the
is nice.
which is very nice, which is a very nice remote. Yes, very nice remote. Now,
I was impressed with the connection of it. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to press any buttons. I put the batteries in, and it took over, and it connected to it controls the TV, the box. That's all. And all I did was put the batteries in it. So it was kind of nice having a remote that did that without having to have any setup at all.
yes,
The only setup, I guess, would be your buttons that your hot buttons.
them hotkeys, yes,
Yeah.
which you can remap if you like, and stuff, because it does have the Netflix and your usual apps, the Netflix, the Hulu, and different things like that on there as well. Mm-hmm. So also, let me go back to give me a second.
I did see something about the Google Hub. I've seen some reviews start flowing in of the new one.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people have seen a lot of really good reviews about it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I think Walmart I saw still has the old the small one, the one that it was normally like $89 or something like that. It's still on sale for $49 at Walmart. If anyone's interested in those.
Yes, I have two of them.
Mm-hmm. They're super nice too, and I think the only thing that changed with those was that sleep thing, wasn't it?
Yes, the sleep thing, and yes, that's the only difference really in it. And here's the sleep thing. Far as the Google Hub, and also like the new one is 99 that came out on the 30th of March.
Yeah.
My kid said he put the trigger on the new one.
Did he? Yeah, it was $10. I think it's $10 more than the old style as far as price difference. But a lot of places are having the old ones on sale now, of course, because the new ones are out. But like Walmart, like I said, $49 is for the older version. As far as I could tell, I couldn't get anyone to come over and help me, because if it was the new version for $49, I was going to buy as many as I could afford that day. But I couldn't get anybody to come over and help me. So, but I am going to go back and look to see what it is that they actually have there, because I wasn't real sure of model numbers and things like that to look for. So I'm going to check and go back to Walmart and see what they have there. If it's $49 for the new version, I'm going to buy a couple.
Yes, you can. Good morning, B-Love. You can contact me in Telegram. Let me see, MS7. You
I
can
got it.
contact me. Yeah, you can contact me directly at MS7 Telegram if you want to contact me directly, or through my Gmail. But mainly, MS7 is the easiest way to contact me. Inbox me if you want to contact me directly. Just click on me and inbox me through Telegram. If you let me see, I can also post my Gmail, which is going across the bottom banner. Okay, let me see. Real quick.
Yeah, I was looking. I don't have your Gmail either.
You don't have my Gmail? Let me
Gee
see.
whiz.
Let me see. I'm gonna go in here and select and let's see really quickly if I can go back to my
I'm
YouTube.
sure I do somewhere. It's just
Well,
not on my.
I'm gonna go in and chat with you.
It's just not on my Google Keep for some reason.
Let me see. Give me a second.
But yeah, I'm seriously. And I know I've said it the last few weeks. Seriously considering jumping ship over to
That's my Gmail right there. I'll post
Google.
it up in a minute. If you want to contact me through Gmail as well.
It'd be nice to have just those the hubs everywhere, and I think
I have two of them. Also, the Lenovo. Now, the difference in the I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. You go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
the Lenovo, they do have them on sale, but I don't know if they're still on sale. But they did have them for $80, and they're regularly like about a hundred for some reason. But the Lenovo, the difference in that and the hubs is it does actually have the camera on it.
The Lenovo ones do, right? Yeah, and
Yes, they
I thought,
actually have the camera on it, and they
yeah,
got the keyboard
I
feature.
really thought about those too, because they're exactly the same.
Yes.
Well, I mean, they look different, but everything on it's the same, and pretty much inside everything. Yeah, because it seems like more things are Google compatible than they are the A word.
The Echoes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Echoes. Yes, because
You
if you
know, I mean, now that there is a lot of things that are compatible with the Echo, but it just seems like there is definitely more
you're
Google
welcome,
compatible
beloved.
than Echo. That in my interest of toys anyway.
Yes.
So, and you know, it seems that I would think that it would that she the voice inside of the Echoes would have gotten better at not interrupting you when you're in the middle of a conversation, and just out blurting out stuff. But I don't remember, even when the Google Mini first came out, I don't remember having that many issues as far as it just going off, as I have had with the Echoes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she does do that. Does do that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But both of them do actually sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, my Mini did, but I don't know. Does yours still do it just as much, just as often, or as much as the Echo?
Sometimes it just it depends.
Yeah. See, I've never had any issues like with my Shield with saying, Google, unless I say the word Google. Other
Oh
than,
yeah, but if I'm watching something on TV and
oh
stuff,
yeah, oh
oh
yeah,
my,
oh
and
yeah,
it'll say that wake word, and I was
yeah,
like, no,
yep.
and actually, when I was watching, well, I don't. This is the longest, I guess, for the last 2 weeks. I haven't had my cube hooked up, but I actually have my cube muted because of that reason. Because my cube used to actually just like really just go off,
Yeah. Well,
for
and
that reason.
I remember Google put out a commercial of like a guy and a little kid or something, I think, or maybe it was a lady and a little kid asking Google a bunch of questions. I was like, really? Why would you even do that to people? But yeah, I don't know. I may get, and like I said, I'm not going to go buy a whole house full of them and to replace all of them at once. But I would like to get one
Yeah, slowly,
just to just
especially
to
when they're on
see,
sale.
yeah, just to
I
see
still do.
how I like it and how it compares and whatnot. And
Now, like I said, the
like
difference is it doesn't have the camera on there, so you don't have to worry. And that's the reason why that doesn't have now. Like with your shows, you do have that shutter.
mhm,
Um, you do have that little thing at the top that you can open and close the
right.
camera because it does have a camera on it. But with the Lenovo, it does have the camera on there. But if you get the the one that's like 200 and something,
Mhm.
it does have the camera on it. It says, yeah, my cubes is off. Yeah, I have mine muted too because I don't want it just going off all the time.
Mhm.
But like I have had that sometime happen in the middle of the night where it would just start talking.
Mhm.
It does creep you out a little bit sometime. But that's happened with my Echo and with my Google
Huh.
that has happened before.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in a meets before, and it just start rambling off, or just been sitting here by myself on the computer and at 3 in the morning doing stuff, and it just start talking like
Yeah.
like it was, hey, what are you doing? This type thing, like stop. Did
Okay, it says
anyone of your Fire Stick 4K get so yeah, Ken, I don't myself, I don't have any of the 4Ks even hooked up to any of my TVs, but I did get a couple phone calls from customers that was like, hey, what happened to my Fire Stick? So, my response was, "Do you remember the message I sent to you like 2 months ago that said things are going to be changing?" That's what happened.
yes, and actually, I do supposed to be doing it. 4K Fire Stick um, today, or actually by tomorrow. If I don't do it today, I'll definitely be doing it tomorrow. So I will be checking out the new interface for an update. But I know the last one I did it so quick, I didn't even pay attention to the new interface on it. But
You should record it, Sharon, and make a video.
really, you sound like somebody else. Where'd you do a video, baby? I
That's
make
someone
a
else.
video.
That's someone else. I think is in the chat. He should probably tell you the
That's
same thing
someone
again.
else. You'll tell me that. But you know what? Maybe I will debate on doing that. My bedroom did, and my other two didn't yet. But yes,
I
but
heard that
yes,
too,
the
John E.
4K,
From
yes.
yeah,
Some of them are slowly because my daughters did get the new update, the new interface, and But I do have but I do also have the launcher on hers because of them, some of the things that don't show. And some people do like the new interface, and some people don't.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and Johnny E, I had one of my customers that said the same thing. They had, because he was like, well, why didn't both of them change? I was like, well, maybe you should call Amazon.
yeah, because I just had to do an update for another friend of mine. I had to
Yeah,
update theirs because it
like
was like, why is it acting funky?
I
And
don't know why
so
they
I
both.
just did. I just went over
Yeah,
and updated theirs. But like I said, I did it. So
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
But
yeah. Like we were supposed to know why. Yeah,
good morning, Johnny E. and Ken as well.
I have no clue why only one of them did and the other one didn't. I'm sure it's working fine.
Let me see. Three of mine didn't, three of mine did, and two of mine didn't.
I'm wondering if they're not doing
Do
it
a video.
in a
Yeah, maybe
rollout
I
like.
will do one.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're not doing it in a rollout like from earliest serial numbers maybe
I
to
think
the
so because
yeah.
on one of mine, because like I said, a friend of mine do an update, and I walked them through the update, and
Mhm.
mhm.
That make kind of makes sense of how they were doing it. If they're doing it just from doing a mass update like that, it's coming from you know servers that are already automatically set up to push it out. So it would make sense for them to do it in some type of sequence. So it
Yes.
could be that they're doing it from the earliest models of the 4K stick to the newest, or opposite.
Okay, the paper. This is for you.
Yeah, I programmed 5 sticks this weekend for a customer. One changed and the other 4 didn't. Yeah, I mean
Good morning.
it's
Yeah,
like I said.
and I gotta do one
I'm not quite sure
tomorrow
how they're
anyway.
doing
So
it.
that's weird. Mhm.
That would be interesting to look at to see, if someone um, had like 4 sticks in their house, or even two sticks, just to see serial number wise. Like Ken said, the one in the bedroom did, but the other 2 didn't. Um, to get a couple people to match up the serial numbers on them, just to see if it is in sequence like that.
Right, but if I did do one, it wouldn't be here on YouTube. It'd probably have to be on another platform. Yeah, because YouTube isn't playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that'd be very interesting, like you said about the serial numbers.
Uh, it would. I mean, it almost has to be some type of sequence that they're using. I can't see it being completely just random. Okay, well let's do, you know, just a random push out of updates to whoever, wherever. I mean, it just would make more sense to do it in a sequence from a computer outlook of things. I don't know. What do you think, Lamo? You're the computer person on the panel. Would it make more sense to do it that way, as far as like a computer pushing an update, sequence wise?
Yeah, usually it should, be in sequence, right?
That's what I'm thinking. I mean,
Everyone should get it.
yeah,
But I don't know why it's like hitting some of them and some isn't, and it's But like I said today, I will definitely take note of it. Or
yeah. Like I said, it'd be
tomorrow morning I
if we
will.
could get a couple people to do, compare serial numbers. It'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah.
Are they going by
But
serial numbers because Mrs. Sonia's Fire Stick is the oldest and she didn't get hers yet? And you said okay, and Ken, you said 3 of them did, 2 of them didn't. So check. I would look at the serial numbers on, or if you already know, as far as being oldest or newest. I don't know. You couldn't really go by when it was ordered because who knows where they were on the shelf.
Exactly.
But if you looked at the serial numbers, that's where it would be interesting to see is if her serial number is, a smaller number than what the ones that got it are, or vice versa. If the ones that haven't or have got the um, update are smaller or than the ones that have. And I'll be right back. I got to take a phone call real quick. It's about my car.
Okay. Yeah, that like he said, that would be pretty interesting if you check out the serial numbers as far as on that. But I will definitely pay attention. If, like I said, if I don't end up doing it today, I will definitely be doing the fire stick because I know the one that I'm about to do. I have to the weekend to have that one did, so I will definitely check it out when I do it at Ken and everyone. And if I just do decide to do a video on it, um, it won't be for YouTube. Also, let me see. This another news that I seen. Um, let's see. I just passed it. Let's see. But there are oh, okay, it says Telegram Red provides exclusive context for Spotify premiums and YouTube premiums, and so Telegram is adding some more exclusives, and I'll add that in our Telegram group.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay.
So yeah, it'd be like I was saying, it'd be interesting to see about that. So if you, whenever you get a chance, Ken, I would check. I would check that.
Okay, I was reading on here that Telegram is adding Spotify premiums for free, and they're adding some YouTube premiums for free as well.
Hmm.
For its Telegram. Also, and this is in our Android police. Also, Google's killing off its legacy Wi-Fi apps. Let's see. Let me click on this and make it bigger. So yeah, Google is killing off its legacy Wi-Fi apps.
The Echo 10 is getting Zoom.
Echo 10 is getting Zoom. Echo already has Zoom though. The Google Hubs already have okay, Echo 10 is getting Zoom. Okay. That's good because the Google Hubs already have Zoom. All the hubs already have Zoom, so that's good that they're getting Zoom as well. Because because all the hubs already have Zoom, so that's great that they are getting Zoom as well. So that's great to hear that because everybody's mostly going to Zoom anyway, especially in the business where I was talking to somebody the other day. and they wanted to do a Zoom, and I was like, well, can we do a Meets? And they was like, well, most of the time in the business world, most people go to Zoom more than they go to Google. And I was like, wow. Also, it says on phones, it says Google is limiting which apps you can which apps can be seen everywhere else. Which apps that can be seen on your phones.
Huh.
I know that a lot of times when you're on phones and different devices, I know a lot of people come to me. It's always saying you're running out of storage. You're running out of storage, and I feel like they're kind of going where they don't where they want to make it where you can't really like put stuff on your SD card as well. Anyway, you know,
Yeah.
they're trying to make it where you can run out of where you can't really put stuff on your SD card really. Anyway, they want you to buy their storage anyway, as
Yep.
opposed to
We were just talking about that before we started the show. Yeah, it's
mhm.
you know, storage is the cloud storage is
They want you to have cloud storage, yes, as
mhm.
opposed to having the SD storage as we had before in the past.
Yep, it's becoming harder and harder to find decent cloud storage. You know
hmm
Yeah,
that
because they want to dominate.
yeah
Basically, that's what they want to do.
That's
They want to dominate. Go
Ken.
ahead.
That's really a question for Amazon.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I think that every Fire Stick. I mean, I think that every Fire Stick is going to get it. I mean, they announced that it's just going to be rolling out um,
At different times
at
for
different times for
different
and that's what I'm
places.
saying. I'm not quite sure of how they came up with that different times. I just that I don't know, and that's why I'm kind of wondering if it's not uh, by serial number.
Yeah, I don't get that. They could have just did one big fucking push, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why they
That's what
did
they
that
should have did.
unless it could have been
Unless it's something with the devices or something, you know.
that, or it could have been a
Or else their updates aren't even fully complete or something, you know.
that or server overload.
Uh-huh. Yeah, can't pump it out too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the answer. I thought the way they talked originally, it was all going to be pushed out at the same time.
This is crazy with the slow push out.
it was like on such and such day in March, or they were going to have the update pushed out.
Yeah.
And now we're into April, and it's hitting certain devices. And so I'm not. I really don't know, and they haven't said not. They hasn't been anything said from Amazon about why that I know of. Because I've looked, but I haven't seen anything. There hasn't been any dates given, and all they said originally was in March.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what happened. I think a lot of people are kind of wanting to know what the hell they're doing because it's not what they said they were going to do, and they haven't responded to people asking. I guess they don't have to. People are still going to buy them.
Yeah, they're gonna buy them regardless. I mean, they're not really caring
So,
about an update. As long as
right,
they can watch what they want to watch. It's about
right.
like other stuff. They don't care. They just care about when they turn it
Yeah.
on, it
They
works.
care
So
about money.
Yeah.
And they know this. They and that's the problem. Just like all these devices, Roku, Fire Sticks. They know that people are gonna subscribe to the Prime, the subscribe to the Roku channels. They know that people are gonna pay for the devices, and they know that people are gonna use them. So
They don't
they're
get
not.
cared.
They don't worry about what people are
They don't
wanting
have
or what.
care in the world for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep. Speaking of subscription services, some of the best shows that are coming to HBO Max right now. If just in general, if you want to just binge watch some shows, you don't have to have HBO Max, but some of the best shows that are out is called The Flight Attendant. Another show is Made for Love. Selena plus the Chef. There's another popular show, Game of Thrones, Titans, Into the Storm. Let me see, Four Blocks, Doom Patrol, Harley Quinn, The Watch, uh, Two Dope Queens, Barry, Curb Your Enthusiasm. That show is still out. Love Life, Muck City, Alien versus Sparrow, Atlanta's Missing and Murdered. Wow. Hot Ones. So those are some shows that you may want to binge watch. You may want to check out. But you may have
What do you mean by dummy account? Like create an account or what?
it's wise to do a dummy account for. No, I don't think you have to do a dummy account. I mean, heck, if you want to, you can use your main account and then unregister it. Doesn't really matter.
It should be informative enough for them to do it themselves.
I think the best thing is for them to do is learn how to make their own account.
Well, yeah, it should tell them enough.
Even if you do a dummy account,
setting that up.
yeah.
Me personally, even if you set up a dummy account, I still will unregister it because at the end of the day, that person needs to learn how to make their own Amazon account.
Yeah.
Because if they want to purchase stuff in the end or do stuff in the end, they need to know how to do their own account because anything
it should be
misplaced
informative as to set an account up anyways,
Right, because it's about to me, I think of it as the teach a man to fish as far as the feed a man to fish. You could feed them and they'll know how to eat for a day, or you could teach them and they know how to do it for a lifetime. So on that part of it, they need to know how to do their own Amazon account. They could do at least that much. It's just an email. You have to walk them through that part. That part right there, you could walk them through setting up their own Amazon account. Have them write that down. I mean, there's a lot of really elderly people I work with. I always go with them, have them go to the Dollar Tree and purchase a notebook and write that stuff down. Write down your own email account. They could write that part down. They could look at a notebook. People have been writing down stuff in a notebook for years. Write down their own username and password for Amazon. So if they call Amazon, they could look in that notebook and see, Oh, what's your Amazon account? My Amazon account is BettyNancy@gmail.com.
Yeah, does that do like me setting up
Betty27@gmail.com.
How's Betty doing, by the way?
I don't know. I'm just using that for example, I'm just saying, they can do at least that little bit,
Yeah, but Sharon, here's one thing though.
I'm sorry, you got your late notification, Southern Tech girl. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Southern Tech.
But that little bit. Go ahead, Marcos.
Like I can say, there's certain people in the community that don't want people that don't know nothing about Fire State to do that type of stuff.
They don't have to know that part, but that part right there, they need to learn how to do. How do they pay? Everything is going to the internet these days. How do they pay their own bills? How do they do? How do they do everything else? Everything is going to the internet. This pandemic, if they haven't done anything else, it has
It's
made you
it's
have
been
to learn on the internet. I mean, before
everything's
the
been on
pandemic,
the
you can
internet
go. Before the
for
pandemic, you can
years,
go to places and
bro.
get a paper application. Nowadays, you about have to go use your phone or use some type of internet. Am I right?
Well,
Mhm.
that's true.
Most of it's been like that for years already, you know.
I know, but some stuff you still could kind of do a paper application. There's somebody got a family member, even if they're older. They got a grandson, a granddaughter, a niece, a nephew, somebody. Even you, if you have to hold that information for them too, write it down. I write everything down to help people step by step, everything. Write it
Yeah,
down in a notebook, that paper username and password. Make it where they have to learn it for themselves. Their own username and password. That way, if they accidentally click on something to buy it, they would know it or whatever and stuff. Just, But anyway, this question is for you, Blammo.
I give my. Hmm. What if they run into issues though and they gotta get it onto that account? Do they contact you?
What if you get sick? Or what if you're in a hospital? What if anything happened and they can't get a hold of you?
Yeah.
Sometimes, if your device acts up, you can call Amazon directly. Their account.
Even if they're elderly, they should learn how to set up an account. My old man sets up all his stuff by himself.
Hmm.
He tried getting me to help him for first couple months, and now it's pretty much set it up yourself.
Or
Elderly is no excuse.
so what I do.
Yeah, there's no
So
excuse.
yeah.
Yep.
So what I do with elderly, okay, and someone that is totally illiterate with computers and has no idea how to type in an email, okay, is I make I get their real information,
Yep.
because if they're elderly and they're that bad off, then obviously they know me personally. Otherwise,
Yep.
they'd have never reached out to get a Fire Stick. Um, then I know them personally, so I know their real information, or I know how to get their real information, or I can go over to their house and ask them, you know. And I make them an account with their information in it, not a dummy account, an account with the real information in it. Set it up, and they're done.
Yeah.
I don't use dummy accounts at all. Um,
Hell, and
Yes.
even
only
if they
because
got
it
if they
could
got a
be
phone,
future issues for you.
if
And
they
not
got a
only that,
phone, you can set up their email on their phone. You know,
also
so if
because
they
with
do
that
get
Fire
anything,
Stick,
right?
if I go to Best Buy, even though I went to Best Buy and bought my Fire Stick, there's been times I've had problems with my Fire Stick or my Echo or my Google Mini, and I've called Amazon and they was like, "Hey, send it back to us. We'll fix it or whatever." And if I didn't give them my Gmail account and stuff, they couldn't have helped me.
Yeah.
I've been able to send it back to them and they was able to fix it for me or give me a refund or help me, even though I didn't even buy it through them. They've been able to help me fix it because they've had my information. If I had a dummy account that I didn't remember, Amazon wouldn't even been able to help me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another reason to have your real, for them to have
Info.
Gmail account and stuff, because Amazon, everything isn't everything with that Fire Stick. They could all they need is that serial number. That serial number that's on that sticker on that box, and your Gmail account.
Yeah.
And they can help you, But is it okay? Okay. Before he answers that, let's answer this real quick, and Kim, because Southern Tech Girl asked the question real quick. It says, which mess would you like better, a Google or a Netgear?
I think I would go with e-paper.
It says which mesh do you like better, Google or Netgear?
Mm.
Um,
So okay, and Ken and I just had this kind of this conversation the other night. My problem, I was a Netgear fan for years. Everything I had was Netgear. Wouldn't even consider looking to anything else. Up until probably 2 years ago, when I started having disconnect problems. I started having issues with updates. I wasn't getting an update soon enough, or they wasn't pushing one. It was like forever and a day before they would do an update to their firmware, um, and also they wanted to charge for different things, as far as security packages that were built into their modems and routers, and so I went to Asus. So I've never had either one of the mesh systems from Netgear or Google. But from what I hear, the Google mesh is comparable not to the regular Netgear Orbi, but you would have to get the Netgear Pro in order to be able to compare to the Google mesh as far as performance. So price range, and what you're getting, I think you're going to get more with the Google mesh for the price range. But if you're a Netgear freak like I was, it's not going to matter. So I'm not, and again, I'm not going to say that Netgear has bad products, because they don't. They are one of the top of the line. I just don't like how they update their firmware. It takes them forever. But I've never had any of their mesh systems. They may have gotten better. I don't know.
So you would say at the end of the day, it has to do with preference. I've heard the Google was better too, but I wasn't going to say for sure that Google was better. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it boils down to preference.
It's definitely preference.
Yeah.
Those are just, they're name brand expensive, you know?
Yeah. I think if you're going to put it down between the two of those, myself, I'm going to go with the Google.
Yeah.
And Karen, if you'd like to get on, you can let me know, and I'll send you a link, or I'll send you a link in case you want to get on.
I guess I'll answer his question. Would it feel right to charge people to make that account? I mean, time is money, and money is time, so that's reasonable. But what are you talking about? How much are you gonna charge them and stuff? Like $5-10, you know? Maybe $10 to set up their Amazon and their email or whatever.
$29.95 and $3 a day interest to go in and clear out the junk email.
Right.
No, this is from their account. No,
it's one of those catches, you know. If you feel right doing that, sure.
All right.
If you're gonna set up their email and their Amazon account, go ahead.
And Elias brought up a good point there too with Netgear. The Nighthawk series is totally different mesh series than what the Orbeez are. You know, the Nighthawk is more geared towards gaming. Their mesh routers versus the Orbeez. The Orbeez are more geared towards generalized use. So it all really, I mean, it all depends on what you're going to be doing, what you like. Each one of their UIs are different. So if you're going to go in and start messing with settings and things like that, it's going to look different. It's going to feel different. It's going to be, easier for some, I might open up Netgear's UI and be totally confused, and the next person open up Netgear's UI and feel like they're drawing on paper with crayon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ken, would you charge somebody to make an Amazon account?
Yeah.
Would you feel comfortable with doing that? But
myself,
yeah.
I probably would, because again, time is money.
Yeah,
money
Amazon
money.
dummy account does still work, Maurice, but and it's a good thing to do. I mean, as far as a dummy account, but however, that person, and my point is that person still needs to know how to make their own account at the end of the day, because if they have any problems with that Fire Stick in general, I mean, they can go to you, but they still can contact Amazon. At the end of the day, if their Fire Stick is acting up other than what we put on there, they can contact Amazon, and Amazon can help them.
Yep.
Or whatever and stuff. They don't have to just only go through you. It may be a firmware issue going on with that Amazon. I don't have to. I mean, if it's a firmware issue, I remember one time I had bought. It wasn't exactly a Fire Stick. It was a Google Mini I was having a problem with. I bought that thing at Best Buy. You know what they told me? Send it back to them, and they sent me a new one. I didn't buy it from them. I bought it from Best Buy. They gave me a new one. So yeah, but it's a firmware issue, or it could be something else that's going on with that Fire Stick that's beyond us, and you didn't know it when you bought it, or whatever and stuff. So they still need, or anything. They may want to purchase something. They may be in the HBO or not even HBO. It may be they may want to purchase a book or anything account. They have Amazon shopping or whatever on there and stuff, and they may want to feel the freedom to want to buy something through that Fire Stick. That's why they need their own account at the end of the day, so they can feel the freedom to purchase it, whatever they want to purchase. So that's why they need to know at the end of the day how to make their own account. Okay, yes, I would, because I have to do it. Okay.
Everything's an extra at Southern. That's the thing. No, everything's an extra.
I just build anything extra based on Fire Stick, price of Fire Sticks. Okay. 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 But okay. But Sharon, most people not buying anything, just the Fire Stick works. It makes some people the most elderly. They dummy account. Yeah.
Yeah, they may want it to
Yeah,
work.
they may just want it to work. Yeah, they may want to, but I've ran into problems.
In the end, they're gonna have to learn something, and they will learn something.
Okay, this is what problem I ran into before. This is what problem I ran into in the past before I knew how to be an expert on dummy accounts. I used to make the mistake of using my account and erasing my account or whatever and stuff. But a couple of times I forgot, and people had purchased stuff on my account, and I had to call Amazon and be like, "Oh no, you're not getting this." "Oh no, I didn't purchase that." Blah blah blah. So I know people will do that, because they'll forget and be like, "Oh, I want to watch Game of Thrones. I thought that was free." Because they saw the advertisement of Game of Thrones, because they knew they got Amazon, or I don't know if they felt like they got Amazon Prime with their Amazon. So they felt like they could look at Amazon Prime, and they didn't look at it. It said purchase, and they thought they could just click on it and watch the movie, but it was tied to my account, and maybe they, then this is when I was early, and stuff. So
at the end of the day, they're gonna have to learn. My grandmother knows how to use a computer, so
yeah.
There's really no excuse as to why they can't learn.
Yeah, that's what I'm the same way, Pin. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
you know I get enough of them now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, making the dummy accounts is only gonna make them have to call you to be able to get something done. If they have an account, they have an email address, it's on that piece of paper that you put in the box with the Fire
Somebody
Stick,
tell them something about Amazon or something they
and
can get through their Amazon.
and
I'd
and they
rather them have their own Amazon account.
yeah, and they can contact whoever they want to contact and say, hey, and they say, okay, well, whoever they contact says, well, what's your email address? I'll help you out. Oh, well, this is what they wrote down. It's right here. Such and such is my email address. They're good to get. There you go.
If they got a Gmail account, just make that into your Amazon account.
Yeah.
That's about the easiest way to do it. Turn your Gmail account into your Amazon account. Boom. There you go. Where most people got a Gmail account anyway. That's just my basic. For an elderly person, if you got a Gmail account, which a lot of them do, turn your Gmail account into your Amazon account. There you go. If your Gmail account is Peggy2019 at gmail.com, then turn that into Peggy2019, your Amazon account.
Yeah.
Make it the same thing. So that way you won't forget. Your Gmail and your Amazon, it's the same account. You don't even got to make anything different. Just make it the same thing. That way,
nowadays most elderly people, they got cell phones and stuff, so they do got Gmail access to Gmail and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't really. I mean, I don't really do dummy accounts myself either. I just walk people through making their own account because it's just easier to me at the end of the day too, as far as accounts. And if they want me to, I write their account down. So then if they do lose something, I have it written down in my notebook and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's such and such. I don't do nothing with their account. Don't care about their account. Don't blah blah blah. And that's only if they want me to write it down as a backup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Amazon products are extremely well known. They are repetitions in terms of their customers. Yep. Oh yeah. Amazon. They are, Maurice. Yes. Avoid headaches. Do not use dummy accounts. Yep. Elias says to avoid any headaches. Do not use dummy accounts. Yeah. Yep. I mean, but everybody got their own preferences. Dummy accounts work for you. Go ahead and use them. I never had problems when I did used to use dummy accounts. So if I had to, I'll use a dummy account. But believe me, I'm gonna if I use a dummy account, as soon as I get done, I'm deleting that dummy account, and you're still gonna have to put your own information in at the end of the day. It's not gonna stay a dummy account.
For several years, I know people just want stuff to work, just work. That's not the way. That's just not the way it happens. They're gonna have to learn, right?
Right.
Don't just work. You gotta learn.
Anymore, so no need for dummy accounts for that price point. Mostly use some Dynalinks. It's easier to deal with clients. Yep. And with the Dynalinks, they definitely just need their Gmail account. So you don't even need a second Amazon account. You're right. It's a rich little poor boy. So yeah. So you're definitely right on that. Yep. Let's see. They say is Paramount Plus worth the it says Paramount Plus worth a review. Is it worth the price point? It says Paramount Plus has the latest streaming services and blocks is worth subscribing. Is it worth subscribing to? Oh, let me see. Well, these people must have Wi-Fi and use sticks anyway, so it's not like they are in the dark ages. They make an account or walk them through it. That's right, Carl. Yeah. Okay, let me see, share. Is there any time you ever used the dummy account? Yes, there's a time I used the dummy account, Ken. Yes, there is a time I've used the dummy account. Yes, there is.
Yep.
I thought I heard somebody pop in, but I don't see anybody pop in, so I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let me see what they said the price was on here. Okay. It says that for a limited commercials it's $5.99. But it's great sometimes to have a good debate. I think that was a great debate for this morning.
Yeah. Thanks, Ken.
Thank you, Ken, for this morning's debate.
So, Ken, let me
Sure,
ask you a
you got.
question.
Use a dummy account.
Netgear, Asus, or Google?
Yes.
What are your intentions for mesh?
I use Amazon account to program items for sale, a couple of items. Then I do register them. Yep. Yep. A lot of people do that. Yep. I've done that at times too. They love. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Ken. You gave us a great debate this morning. A couple of months ago, anyone was comparing the TiVo stick to the Fire Stick several months ago. The Amazon products will be on top because it's a household use. Yes. I don't think about even hardly talking about the TiVo as much anymore.
Oh
Because
yeah,
you know what happened with the TiVo is they took advantage of to me what the TiVo did was took advantage of a low point where they didn't hardly have any fire sticks. And remember during the time the TiVo came out, you couldn't even hardly buy a fire stick. Like they had a backlog of it. Wasn't hardly none on Amazon or in the stores or anything. They was like out of them. So they took advantage of that, and then it was like, "Oh, we're gonna have them for this price. Then they're only gonna be this price for a short time, and then they're gonna go on sale. I mean, then they're gonna be higher. You make like they're gonna be on sale for 39, then they're gonna jump up to 50 or something like that." And they lied, or 50, and then they're gonna jump up to no. They say they're gonna be on sale for 50, and they're gonna jump up to 70, which they lied. Good morning, Lenore. You know, so
Damn liars, man.
and it ended up being an okay device, but not as great as people thought. Yeah. Okay, and there go Ken's answer to your paper.
Yeah. Seeing that's the way I was. Netgear was all I'd ever had, all I'd ever used. You know, from the most basic to the top of the line gaming. You know, as soon as the X6 came out, I had it. And then not long after that's when the mesh came out. Well, it was a couple year or two, about 2 years before the mesh came out after that. But and then that's when I switched, jump ship. So
what opened your eyes?
what really made me change was the fact that the Asus mesh at the time had the Wi-Fi 6. The Orbi did not. Also, it allowed you, or it gave you for free, lifetime network security suite. So Netgear wanted you to pay for it. And it just, the firmware upgrade. And from what I was reading about Asus's UI, it was really simple to use. And there was a lot more you could do with it, as far as either using the UI that came with it, or you could go to a totally different, which it's called Merlin, but you could use that. So it that's what made me make the change, and wasn't disappointed about it. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Southern Tech girl said network firmware can be a headache sometimes.
yes,
And then,
agreed.
hmm and then Rich Little Poise Boy said the problem with TiVo is that you have to register it. Yes, I had a hard time. I remember at first because mine was gifted, so I had a hard time with the TiVo originally and stuff. And then let me see, somebody else said something too. Wait a second. It's like my chat jumped, so I call. And then Southern Tech Girl says she's never been into the TiVo as a reseller for a device. And of course, Ken says, one more question. You guys think, what do you guys think? Did the TiVo live up to the hype? No, it did not, in my opinion. Because
Yeah,
like I said, the TiVo came out at a very low time for Amazon. Amazon was out of Fire Sticks. They didn't have any Fire devices on their site. I remember they had back orders and they kept saying when you ordered one, it was like months before it was coming out. They didn't have any on the sites. I remember Best Buy shelves were bare. You couldn't even go in the stores at that time. You couldn't
the
get in any stores at the time. They didn't have anything on the shelves, and so
the
TiVo said, "Let's
remote
take advance."
the remote was horrible.
Mm-hmm. So TiVo was like, "Let's jump on it." And so they pretend like, "Oh, we're gonna have this TiVo on sale for $50, and then it's gonna be on sale for $50 for this limited time, and then it's gonna jump to 70," which they lied. It never jumped up to 70 and
It's been
stuff
staying at
because it
50 for
didn't
the.
do as great as they thought it was gonna be forever. And then it went on sale one time for 39. Remember around Christmas? So it never did what they said it was gonna do. I mean, the TV was okay, but it wasn't the super great device as they make like it was going to be. It did not do Amazon like they felt like it was going to do, like the end all beat all. I mean, the Chromecast to me was better than the TiVo, my opinion. Okay. So, what was your thoughts, Paper, about the TiVo? Do you have a TiVo?
Yeah, I have two of them.
I do too.
One of them is still in the box and never opened because the first one that was opened is unplugged, sitting in. It's just yeah, no, nope. Next,
Okay, what's you got one too, Marcos?
Yeah, thanks to Butler and you guys.
actually, I think as a matter of fact, I got one of the TiVos as a gift. Um, from Kiko. But so and here's the issue I had with the TiVo. It wasn't about using it. It worked. My issue with the TiVo was that damn TiVo button and the remote on the remote. It was so difficult to map out that remote to use. To get it to do what you wanted it to do. And yeah, and registering it and everything you had to go through, it was not. I mean, I get why they did it. It was just pretty much to lock it down. So I get it from a business aspect, but that's why I didn't like it. Yeah, the remote I just like to smash.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, that TiVo, and I do thank the people that gifted me for it. So very much I appreciate them for sending me the TiVos and
Yep.
stuff, but it just did not live up to the hype as I thought it was going
Yeah,
to.
same way. I
And,
appreciate Kiko a lot for sending me one.
I appreciate Mac Daddy and I appreciate Super Dale. Both sent me the TiVos and stuff. And my daughter used the TiVo for the longest. I used it a little bit, but my daughter enjoyed it for the longest, and then I changed it back to the Fire Stick, and she really got a great enjoyment out of it. The TiVo, more enjoyment than I did out of it. So it did get used. She definitely used it. So also Maurice says, here's a question for the TiVo. Why make a streaming device difficult for customers? Streaming devices should be used friendly. Amazon products with less headache. Yes, exactly. I mean, I don't know what TiVo was thinking about, but it just the register alone was the hardest part of it,
You gotta register it before you can even use it.
Yeah.
Ken said he was excited about it at the time, and then he lost interest. I mean, yeah, I mean, the TiVo. Would you say the TiVo may have made the worst new streaming product of 20 that we've known? One of the worst streaming products of 2020.
Well, they're known for DVR, so
Yeah, they're known for DVRs, but
Mm,
I didn't say one of the worst, but because I don't know. I mean, that we thought that was, I ain't gonna say worse, but disappointing.
Different
I ain't
with
gonna
the
say
worst
worse.
news as a
One of the most
yeah,
paper.
disappointing products. I ain't gonna say worse, but one of the most disappointing products
I
that
could
we
agree with
really
that.
thought that was gonna live up to the hype, and it really just didn't. So I'm not gonna say worse because there's definitely a lot more worse products than the TiVo, because the TiVo wasn't exactly, once it updated and stuff, it really got to be a much better product, but it was more disappointing. It wasn't as hyped as we thought it was going to be.
wasn't it
Yeah.
the first
It was
couple
very
months?
disappointing.
Sharon, wasn't it the first couple months? They did an update because they were doing they were barely coming out with it, so they were getting their feels for the whole streaming situation.
Mm.
All right, say that again.
Wasn't it when they first came out with it? They were uh, getting the feel for the whole streaming for the whole streaming whatever it's called.
I believe so.
Yeah, so
Go
just by
ahead.
that, I wouldn't really put it on them that it's the worst device
Yes,
out
I
there.
say, I wouldn't say it's the worst, but I'm saying that
Yeah,
it was very
because
disappointing. Is what I meant to say.
Yeah,
I didn't mean
definitely.
worse at all. I could say it was one of the disappointing point ones of the year, because we really hyped it to be much better than what it really disappointed us. It was a letdown as far as 2020.
Well, I got to get ready for
But
my next appointment.
we're gonna
So,
get ready. We're
okay.
gonna get ready to wind down anyway, because we are past our 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
do you have anything you'd like to say?
Just want to thank everybody for, again, as always, I say it every show. Appreciate everybody in the chat for coming out, supporting, MS7 Trick and Sharon show. Definitely enjoy coming over for the shows. Thank you, Marcos Blamo, for jumping on the panel. Everybody be safe and have a great evening, and we'll see you the next time somewhere, somehow, some way. And yeah, we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Okay. Marcos?
thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for having me. Have a good morning, night, afternoon. See you all next time.
Okay.
Oh, and Sharon, thank you.
Yes.
Sis. I forgot. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Blamo?
Have a great week. Be safe. Join all the Telegram groups. Don't forget to give the video a like. Take it easy. Be safe. Have a good one.
Okay. Also, real quick, I said TiVo did not want to involve with customers sideloading third-party apps, carry a bad name for its products, and wanted streaming fully legit. That's true. And it said if Amazon would increase their storage, they would be a #1 budget device. Yes, it would. And also, I'd like to thank Marcos, Blamo, my brother Paper. I'd like to thank all of you for joining the panel this morning, and I'd like to thank the side chat, because without you, it wouldn't be a show. And I'll see you tomorrow on Player Pass on the Butcher Show. We'll be reviewing King Kong versus Godzilla as well as Memento. And also Friday on MS7 Morning Show, we'll be having another show. So we'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out because you didn't have to, but we appreciate each and every one of you for coming. So if you didn't on the way in, on the way out, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. And we will see you on the next show. Peace.
Peace.
Lady.